A very ordinary day. David wakes up when his alarm rings. The alarm rings at 6:45 a.m. It rings softly, not loudly. David opens his eyes, but he does not move. He looks at the ceiling. The ceiling is white. There is a small crack near the corner. David thinks for a moment. He thinks about the day ahead. He knows today will be a normal day, not a special day, not a bad day, just a normal day. After a few minutes, David sits up. He puts his feet on the floor. The floor is cold. He feels the cold through his socks. David stands up and stretches. He walks to the bathroom. The light is bright. He blinks. He looks at himself in the mirror. His hair is messy. His face looks tired. "Good morning," he says quietly. He brushes his teeth. He washes his face. The water feels cool and fresh. After that, David goes to the kitchen. The kitchen is small but clean. There is a table. There are two chairs. There is a window near the sink. Outside, the sky is light gray. David makes coffee. He fills the kettle with water. He turns it on. He waits. While the water heats, he opens the window a little. Fresh air comes in. He hears cars in the distance. He hears a bird on a nearby roof. The kettle clicks. David pours the water. The smell of coffee fills the room. He sits at the table with his cup. He does not look at his phone yet. He just sits. He drinks his coffee slowly. Some people like mornings. Some people do not. David is somewhere in the middle. After breakfast, David gets dressed. He chooses a simple shirt. He chooses dark pants. He puts on comfortable shoes. Before leaving, he checks his pocket. Keys, phone, wallet. Everything is there. David leaves his apartment at 7:45 a.m. He locks the door behind him. The hallway is quiet. The elevator is slow. When he reaches the street, the city is waking up. People walk quickly. Some people look tired. Some people look busy. David walks to the bus stop. He stands and waits. A woman stands next to him. She wears headphones. A man checks his watch again and again. The bus arrives. David gets on. He finds a seat near the window. The bus moves slowly through traffic. David looks outside. He sees shops opening. He sees people buying breakfast. He sees a man walking a dog. The ride takes 30 minutes. David gets off near his office. The building is tall and gray. Inside, it is cool and quiet. David takes the elevator to the 4th floor. He walks to his desk. He turns on his computer. The screen lights up. Work begins. The morning passes slowly. David reads emails. He answers messages. He attends meetings. The meeting is long. People talk a lot. Some things are decided. Some things are not. David listens. He takes notes. At 12:30 p.m., it is time for lunch. David usually eats outside. He walks to a small park near the office. The park has grass. It has trees. It has a few benches. David buys a sandwich from a nearby cafe. He sits on a bench. He eats slowly. Around him, people talk and laugh. A child runs past him. A man reads a newspaper. A woman talks on her phone. David finishes lunch. He stays for a few minutes longer. He enjoys the quiet moment. Then he goes back to work. The afternoon feels longer than the morning. David works on a report. He checks it carefully. He fixes small mistakes. At 4:45 p.m., he feels tired. He stretches in his chair. He looks at the clock. At 5:30 p.m., the workday ends. David shuts down his computer. He puts on his jacket. He leaves the office. Outside, the air feels different, cooler, softer. David decides to walk home. He does not want to take the bus. Walking helps him relax. He walks past familiar streets. He passes a bookstore. He passes a bakery. He passes a small flower shop. In the flower shop, bright colors fill the window. David slows down. He looks at the flowers. He does not buy any, but he smiles. He continues walking. Halfway home, David stops at a small store. He needs bread and milk. Inside the store, it is warm. Soft music plays. David picks up what he needs. At the register, the cashier smiles. Long day? She asks. Yes, David says. But it's over now. That's good, she says. David leaves the store. The sky is now orange and pink. Lights turn on in buildings. Windows glow softly. When David reaches his apartment, he feels calm. He unlocks the door. He steps inside. Home is quiet. David puts the groceries away. He washes his hands. He changes into comfortable clothes. Later, he makes a simple dinner. He eats at the table. No phone, no TV. After dinner, David sits by the window. Outside, the city is slower now. Cars pass quietly. People walk their dogs. David takes a deep breath. The day was ordinary. Nothing exciting happened. Nothing bad happened. But the day was full of small moments. David turns off the lights. He gets ready for bed. Tomorrow will be another ordinary day. And that is okay.